Well, hello everybody. Thank you collective for coming. I had to do this all signs reading because I just read for 5 signs and the energy is completely different than I was reading for the other signs. We had a lot of negativity happening in the other signs, in the signs that I did in the beginning, because we're still in the retrograde. We're still in that shadow period, and there's still a lot of that residual energy from the retrograde. I'm going to tell you right now, the energy that we're about to experience is super sexual. That's all I got to say. So if you're having thoughts in your mind and you're fantasizing a lot and things like that, it is like I didn't even check to see like what moons and what's going on energetically, but whatever it is super sexual. So we're going to look into this energy today. Remember, this is a general reading and will not resonate with everyone. The energies can be reversed, so assign the roles as you please. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always stick around because there may be something in it you need to hear. These messages are timeless. I don't know when it's going to happen on your timeline, but it's happening, okay? Some of you guys, it's happening right now. Some of you guys, it won't for another week. Some people watch my videos over and over and over throughout the month because they're like, I need to see, the energy's changing. I need to see what it is. So just because it doesn't resonate at this moment doesn't mean that you have to be like, oh, that's not mine, and turn off. No, you just go, okay, let me hear what they have to say, and then maybe it will show up soon, okay? And at the end of this video, we'll have some suggested videos. I have no idea what they're going to be, but it'll be something. And then if you like this reading or entertain in some way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I'm just going to read the energy flat out. I got to see what's going on. It is insane. Okay. So these are 3 cards upside down. There's been some secrets. And I was telling some of the other signs, it's not necessarily a secret like somebody cheated on you. It could be a secret of, I really like this position in the bedroom, but I'm so afraid to tell my partner. My partner might be afraid, my partner may not want to do it. And so there's a lot of insecurities going on, but it's not enough to stop everybody. What it's doing is it's bringing in some clarity, okay? There's been some unfairness. There's been some lack of accountability and some dishonesty. And what that is also is happening is there's been self-doubt, inner critic stuff going on, and people not ignoring their sexual call. This is a very sexual energy going on. So, meaning, say you want to initiate, okay? And you look at your partner and they look really busy. And you're like, oh, I really want to initiate, but my partner doesn't look like he really wants to do it. And so I don't want to feel rejected. And so I'll just let the sexual energy pass. It's not going to happen. It's so built up. It's so crazy. Send the kids out to play because this energy is hot. It is like, it's not going to happen that you're just going to look up and be like, I can't do it. This is the time that if you want to initiate and you want to practice doing that, this is the time to do it. This is the time. It's setting you up for it. It's so wonderful and beautiful. Let's read more. Lots of transformation in this area. This is a time also I learned from one of my other friends, and it was beautiful because I'm seeing it now everywhere. It's like she made me aware, and then now I'm like seeing it everywhere. And she said that this is the time, she didn't say this is the time, but basically, especially for women who are go-getters like myself, and I live in my masculine energy sometimes, which is great because I get along with the masculine race very well. I did very good in the military because I can have this masculine energy. I can just I can live in that energy. I have both feminine and masculine. When I was a child, I was more feminine. And then as I've gotten older, I've gotten more masculine to the point where my husband sometimes doesn't need to be as masculine because I'm so like, I got it all. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you want me to change the tire? I got it. You know what I mean? Oh, you want me to, like, I got it. I got it. And that's because I lived in a home of abuse. And so I had to be really independent because my mother was not a mother. So, and a lot of you guys may have experienced something like that. And so because of that, it become more masculine, which is independence, that I'm not dependent on people. You know what I mean? Like one of the first things I told my father, I don't need you. My father, when I met him this year, I don't need you to be a father. Like, I'm totally okay. And what that does is my partner, my friend was telling me, is that you're not letting your man be more masculine. You know what I mean? Like you're taking that away from him because you're not living in your feminine body. So basically what she was trying to tell me to do is have him do things for you. Don't always do for him. Have him do things for you. So, I've been very aware of asking him to open up bottles for me. Oh, I can't get this. You know what I mean? She's like, live in your femininity. It's okay that you can't do everything. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's really good. I like that. Okay. So she's like, so this is the time for that. And I've seen it on Facebook on a lot of places now where a lot of women are like, oh my gosh, I have basically what happens is if you live in your masculine energy, then you are attracting the feminine side of your partner because you're too busy being masculine all the time. If you start to become more feminine, and I guess to me, I was always afraid to do that because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be using them. Because sometimes I would see the feminine energies using males, and I was like, oh, I just don't want to be, I don't want to be a user, you know? So, but you have to look at it a little bit differently. It's not about that. They want to do for you. They want to take care of you. They want to be the provider. They want to go kick ass and come home and tell you how they did it. And you're like, oh my God, you're so amazing. You know what I mean? And I thought I was doing that, but she said, you know, that I need to do more. I need to do more. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to do more. So I'm trying really hard to live in my feminine energy. And this reading cards like this helps me stay in my feminine energy. That's why I do it a lot, because I want to be in the creative space. Because I can easily be like, I'm going to go kick ass and take names and come home and bring the bacon home, you know, as a team player, you know, as that's also a military mindset as well. It's like team player, you know. So yeah, it's a really fine balance. I get it. So it's something that we have felt that we were unhappy in certain areas. We weren't getting our needs met. We weren't doing what we needed to be done. And we had a lot of anxiety about it. Okay. Now is the time for us to really start to get that flowing, get those juices flowing, ladies. No, I'm just kidding. I told you I can't hold back. It's the energy that we're in right now. And it's time to really move forward and get this done. So, I mean, I can show you all these cards, but I think the only one you really need to see is the juices flowing for real. Okay, so let's dive more. Let's see what the universe has to tell us more. Tell us more about this energy that's happening right now. It's super, super exciting. We are going to dive into a bunch of cards, okay? All right, so we have a new beginning, some inner clarity, some things that we didn't see before, but now we're starting to see. And we're starting to take action on those. Time to take a leap of faith and move forward towards our happiness, what it is that we want. Okay, so become clear about it. So I was just telling Pisces and their channel that, one of my friends suggested that I be clear with my spouse about what I wanted intimacy-wise. And I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. You know what I mean? And then, and they encouraged me. And I was like, okay. And so now I wrote like a whole list of stuff out. Like I had to do research because, I thought I knew until you sit down to like write it. And you're like, there's like 3 things on the paper. You're like, yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem like I'm really like thinking outside the box. You know what I mean? So I would like do research and find out what I wanted. And so if you don't know and you're my friend, contact me because I'll help you out, as I know. Okay, so the King of Wands is, this is a big picture guy, okay? It's saying we need to overcome these challenges. These are not challenges that we should be living in anymore. It's time to stop leaving your desires out in the cold. It's time for you to move into this desire. So one of the best manifesting energies is actually your orgasmic manifestation energy. So it's about thinking about what you want and orgasming, like for real. Like it's the best like attraction energy, especially if there's no shame or guilt or anything like that surrounding the orgasm. Then, I mean, if it's just like a pure like fun, oh, I really enjoyed that, whether it's by yourself or with someone else. Oh my gosh, I really enjoyed that. It's like, and then you're thinking about all the things that you want. I mean, you're just attracting that to you. Very good. It's time to let your defenses down. And don't let your partner make all the decisions. Like, start making decisions on your own. Okay? Don't fear the change. And don't, like, become just like organize your thoughts more like I did. I wrote it out on paper. I said, Happy Father's Day. Here you go. This is what made you to father. So let's continue the tradition. Here you go. Here's my thoughts on that. Here's my thoughts on that. What do you think? And so I haven't given it to him yet, but that will be my plan tomorrow. Okay. So put the burdens down. Let's move forward. This is the manifestation. So it's almost like the energy of the planet is saying you all need to start working on your sexual energy, because you guys are holding the planet back with your lame prudishness. You know what I mean? With your lame thoughts about what you think that this really is. It's not just the, okay, it's the Friday night, let's do it night, you know, okay, you know, this and that. I mean, like, it's like more unexpected events, more initiating going on both parts. And it's going to be to the point where I heard in some of the other readings, it's going to be to the point where they don't want to stop. It's like, all I want to do is this. Like, I can't stop thinking about this. I want to always do this. I want to do it again. Can we do it again? How about now? How about now? It's like that honeymoon period when you first meet somebody and you just can't keep your hands off of them. I'm telling you that this energy feels like that. It's like, you know what? I can't stop thinking about, you know, I can't. Like, when I look at you washing the car, or I look at you doing the lawn, or I watch you do yoga or whatever, it's like all I can think about is, let's do this, right? It's like that is, it's, yeah. And more explicit than that, right? So I want to see a lot of text messages going on to each other, you know, sending out to your partner and getting them in return. You know, I want to see like people so focused in on their partners and what they're manifesting with their partner that they are losing themselves other places, you know? Like, okay, so, okay, this is what they're saying. These are things that you guys have not talked about. These are things that you have dreamt about, that you've wanted in your life, and you just haven't moved forward in that direction. And you procrastinated because you thought, oh, like, this is what I would do. I'd be like, oh, he had a hard day at work, I'm not going to say anything. Oh, he, you know, is struggling emotionally because, you know, his you know, dad is passing away or something like that. And I'm like, oh, he wouldn't want to do that with me. Are you kidding? That's the thing that they need at that time. Right? It's like I was watching one of these gentlemen that were talking about the man's perspective when it comes to all of these things. Because I was like, I want to know, you know? And he showed this video. He was trying to explain what I'm explaining to you right now. And he showed this video of this guy coming in, and the woman is wearing lingerie. It's like a TV show or something, and she's wearing lingerie. And he walks in, like, and he had a really hard day, and he walks in, and she's like, hi. And he's like, oh, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, well, I knew that you were having such a hard time with your father, you know, with his sickness. And, you know, I just really wanted to take your mind off of it and help you. And he's like he can't wait to get his clothes off. He's like, oh my gosh, let me get my clothes off as quick as I can. You know what I mean? He's like, yes, my father. Yes, it's horrible. Yes, I need you to help me with that. You know, it's like we're so silly because we make all these excuses. Don't make any more excuses. And so it's about planning your new future and what this looks like, you know, how free do you want this to be? How far do you want it to go? All of those things. And it's stop judging yourself. Like, stop being Puritan about it. Like, don't judge yourself or your relationship. You know, it's a lady on the street, but a freak in the bed. You know, be that. Be a lady on the street, but a freak in the bed, right? That's basically what it's saying. Like, you can be a lady all day long, but when it comes to your man, he didn't marry you just because you're a lady. You know what I mean? So whatever you were doing in the honeymoon period, you need to be doing now as well. You can't just let that go by the wayside. One of the things that the men were talking about on one of these videos was women that they do all these things when they're trying to court you, and then when they're done courting you, they don't do them anymore. Like, maybe you were going really hard for your career, and maybe you were being very sexual, maybe you're doing all these things, but as soon as you got that man, this isn't for everybody, this isn't for you, but this is just, please think about it. As soon as they get that man, then all of a sudden, they lose all that ambition. And that's not what we do when we get with someone new, because they're marrying what you're portraying, they're marrying what you're showing them, and they want that. They want you to add to their lives. You know, not take away from their lives, and not slow them down either, right? So, yeah, so keep that in mind. Okay. I just want to see where we are with these loves cards, because it's a very passionate energy. You guys get some passionate oil, the essential oil in the description box down below. You know, just go to doTERRA's website, get yourself a subscription for $35. You can pay half a wholesale pricing on that, which is 25% less. And then you'll have a subscription for an entire year, right? And then you can buy as much passion oil as you want. Now, neroli and passion are the best oils to use in the bedroom. Oh, cinnamon to use, but not on your private parts. But definitely like diffuse cinnamon because it will bring in the passion. Here we go. I got passion. What did I tell you? Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. It surrounds all of us right now. I mean, seduction at its finest. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So deep in your heart, you know what you want. You know what you want. And, you can't just hope and pray anymore. Like, write it down on a piece of paper and give it to your partner. This is what I want. Criticizing one another will only lead to future unhappiness, so love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So, that is so true. If you criticize someone, they're going to feel even more inhibited and not want to do what you want. But if you come to them and you say, hey, here's 19 things that I want to do. Hey, I saw this technique and I was wondering if that would work on me. And I was wondering if I could try this thing on you because it seemed like the person really enjoyed it. Would you like to try that too? So beware of the what you're projecting, for the qualities that you admire in one another are the qualities you both possess, equally so. So what you're wanting is what they're saying is that they want it. What you're wanting, they want it too. They just haven't said anything because they thought maybe you didn't want to. So maybe writing the most dirty, nasty thing that you ever wanted to do, because you only live once, you know what I mean? So you might as well get down and dirty, So write that dirty thing down and be like, hey, and slip it to them at dinner, you know what I mean? Right? Put it in his what was I going to say? Like his hamburger wrapper, like the wrapper to his hamburger. Here you go. I don't know. So equally so, the qualities that you don't like are also your own reflection. So if you don't like something, you're probably reflecting that out and projecting that out to them as well. Okay, let's get down and dirty and find out, what are we thinking about each other, right? What are they thinking about you, and what are you thinking about them in this beautiful, beautiful, passionate energy? It's about time, because that retrograde kicked my butt. Oh my gosh. I had 13 minutes of hell with my sister when I tried to explain to her what I found out, and she blamed it on me and projected. I was like, I am out of here. Never want to talk to you again. One sister, not the one that I didn't really get along with. Okay, so I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. Nice. That's the female energy. There we go. I feel you so strongly. I can taste you in my mouth. I can taste your essence. I like it. Forgive me. I have never felt this way before. I do not know how to act. And that's what they want you to say. Like, I want you so badly. I want you so badly. I don't even know how to act right now. Like, I am so... right? Like, I'm so out of sorts. Like, I'm normally a put together person. I'm normally, got my shit together. And around you, it's like, I'm tearing off my clothes and I'm like, please take me, right? Oh gosh. You so nasty. Oh my. No, I'm giving you things to think about, all right? Because you need to think about them. Especially if you're stuck in your Puritan ways. All right, what's he saying? Let's see, I'm so excited. Here we go. I can't cut these videos up when my children are awake. These are so dirty. All right, so I saw myself in you the first second I laid eyes on you. So this person, they were so attracted, because if you can see yourself in them, that's a good and a bad thing that I'm hearing. It's a good thing because they're like, we can be together. Like, we're so alike. And then that's a bad thing because they're like, that self-hatred they saw in you as well. So you guys both came with self-hatred. Oh, Lord. All right. I want to be there for you, there to take care of you. Oh, I melted. Oh my gosh. They want to be there for you. Tell me what you want and I will do it. I will come through. Well, shoot, I'm really excited then. I got 19 things that I want. Just kidding. Like, tell me what you want and I will do it. I will do what you need. Oh, thank you. I want to dance across eternity with you. This is beautiful. So this is very passionate, very hot energy. I am super, super excited. I think I'm gonna have to go take a bath right now because I just gotta get this energy off me or I'm gonna be tearing my husband's clothes off. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for coming to this reading. If you like this reading or entertained in some way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And I hope that you get all of your sexual fantasies taken care of this month. Oh, I was getting worried because the June readings I read before were so not good that I was like, I don't even want to be in June right now. But now that we flipped the tide and must have all learned our retrograde lessons, because now we flipped the switch and now it's like everybody, I feel very like I feel like there's gonna be orgies everywhere this month. Watch out. You might be like driving down the street being like, whoa, whoa, we didn't see that coming. You know what I mean? So it's that strong. So anything that you want in this month, make sure that you're getting your needs met. Make sure you're getting your desires, okay? On the screen is a suggested video. I have no idea what it is, but it's something. And you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for coming, and bye.